Some people might be wondering, where is Alexa Bliss? Well, it turns out, guys, she is pregnant, and that is why she has been written off WWE TV for the time being. It seems to be baby fever, because there's a few like that. But anyway, we're looking at Alexa Bliss, and this is 5 moments Alexa Bliss went way, way too far in WWE. Moment number 5. She's done this on numerous occasions where she's like dislocated her arm and it looks like it's broken. I remember watching this at Great Balls of Fire 6 years ago. Yes, guys, that pay-per-view was 6 years ago. Damn. Do you feel old? Do you feel decrepit? Not as decrepit as this forearm, because holy moly, look at the shape of this arm. This is not how an arm is supposed to bend. And you know what? It was a cool spot, but by God, she went too far. It's disgusting. We don't want to see any form of bone looking like that, man. We didn't want to see it with Sid Vicious. Well, I mean, I'd rather see it with Alexa Bliss than Sid Vicious, but that is besides the point, troops. Alright, that's just the way it has to go, but yeah, not a fan of a bone bending in that shape. And I can't even remember the move that actually led to this. It's not. I don't think she against Becky, and Becky locked her in the disarmer. Either way, you could maybe call this a great form of selling at the Greatest Balls of Fire, brother. Talking of fire, we move into moment number 4. That time she blew a fireball into the face of Randall Keith Orton. Of course, this was during the COVID pandemic where there was no fans in the crowd, and probably the best thing on WWE TV was the Alexa Bliss, Bray Wyatt, and Randy Orton feud. The Bloodline was also starting out, so maybe you could, throw a wee wave to the Bloodline and say that was a decent feud at the time. But in my opinion, what was getting me intrigued was seeing segments between Orton, Bliss, and Wyatt. Now, to be honest, it pretty much died rather quickly, but this was one of the more iconic moments of the pandemic era, in my opinion. Moment number 3, we have got Nia Jax being humiliated by Alexa Bliss, and in this instance, I actually thought this was kind of funny. I remember what happened at the time. I gave it a rewatch recently. So Nia Jax squishes some local talent or whatever. There's nothing particularly insane going on there. And then we cut backstage. We've got Mickey James, and they're talking about Nia Jax. Her and Alexa Bliss is like, she's been a loser, an outcast her whole life. And then they start making fun of her, damn it, because she was fat ass. They keep saying that, she couldn't fit in because she was the biggest of all her friends, and she was always bigger than kids her age. And no doubt, you look at the size of Nia Jax, man, and that's true. But, guys, this is 2023. That was 2018. The world has moved on. We can't make the same fat jokes. It cannot be done. It's a disgrace. Fat people are empowering. They look beautiful. Damn it. And talking of not beautiful, we do not want to see Alexa Bliss with half her top off. We do not want to see Alexa Bliss as bare shoulders. We'd much rather see Nia Jax as flab, wouldn't we? Not really. But that brings us to moment number 2, and that is the time Alexa Bliss was caught changing. Now, this was an attempt. This was like the start of when they were trying different things. They were trying to give you wee teasers of ruthless aggression or attitude era. So we have the cameraman barge in while Alexa Bliss was, I was going to say Alexa Bliss was getting pregnant. No, I definitely didn't see that. I mean, while she was getting changed, and she gets caught with her top half down. So, yeah, was there anything to it? Not really. Obviously, the views went through the roof on YouTube, because that's just the way it works, guys. And, if you notice in these videos, when you slap one of these thumbnails together, they tend to draw. Because guess what? What's that magical saying people say? Sex sells. And drum roll, please, for the worst moment that Alexa Bliss has ever did, and it's the time she took it way, way too far. We just said in the last moment they were kind of trying to replicate some of the stuff they did in the Attitude Era. Well, that's exactly what they were trying to do here, folks, because we had Bayley and Alexa Bliss. This is your life. Now, if you've been living under a rock, let me just give you the lowdown. Of course, we had Mick Foley and The Rock back in 1999 doing This Is Your Life segment. Of course, it was one of the highest rated Raws of all time, highest rated segments of all time. Bringing in near 10 million viewers around that region. This did not bring in near 10 million viewers. It's just awful. And it's weird because Alexa Bliss, right, is a decent talker. And Bayley, they're not horrible on the mic is what I'm getting at. But it just shows you put two people in the same situation as The Rock and Mick Foley and expect them to replicate it. It was never going to work, especially on the mic. Jesus Christ, what were WWE thinking, man? Absolutely horrendous, folks. But that is it, guys. That is 5 times Alexa Bliss went too far in WWE. Damn it.